Hi. I am having what's called a dark day on Monday. I don't know if this is a phrase that's pretty common. I only know this phrase from Gilmore Girls. One of the main characters, Luke, season 5, episode 10, has a dark day on November 30th. And my dark day is March 31st. So my dad died in 2010, and Luke's dad died November 30th. So he takes that day off, he closes his diner, he doesn't talk to anybody the whole day, and then comes back and then goes back to life as normal. And I don't think I've ever necessarily taken a dark day for this anniversary before. I have taken off of work or just not really done much on those days, like not really talked to many people on the previous anniversaries of my dad's death, but this one is a little significant. So he died whenever I was 15, and I'm 30 now, so this is the 15th year since it happened, and so it's kind of a weird one. There's, 15 years I lived with him, and then 15 years I've lived without him. So I've decided to take a dark day and do just whatever the hell I want and don't talk to anybody. So here's my own Luke's dark day. Okay, I'm at, weird noise, I'm at the wildlife scenic little route that is right before Palmetto State Park. I saw some deer. I stopped at a Buc-ee's to visit my aunt, whoa, Big Bird, who works at the flood counter, and said hi to her. She was very excited. Dang, that's a big bird. Anyway, so the mission today is simple. Me hanging out with myself, painting, and doing whatever I want. So that's what I'm doing. I did a trip very similar to this last year. I made a video about it, so I'll link it if you want to watch that one. I did basically the same route I'm doing today. I dropped off my partner early in the morning at the airport and then came to Palmetto, and then I went to a cemetery and went home around like noon. So I'm gonna do something kind of similar. Maybe spend a lot longer outside though. So, alright, let's get to it. a deer. So, finished a painting here in Palmetto State Park, and I'm gonna just start driving and see what I see. I think there's another town, maybe 20-30 minutes away, that like I can access the river again, and I might chill there for a little longer, like take off my shoes, put my feet in the water, kind of chill, and do another painting. I tried to find another spot here, but couldn't really find anything I wanted to paint, so gonna do the same drive I did last time in my other video, and then I remember seeing this like little area where you can access the San Marcos River, and so I'm gonna go find that again, and then maybe hit the same cemetery that I hit last time, just because I enjoyed it so much. And every time I think about plein air, I think about that day that I like came here super early and then went to that cemetery. So I'm kind of just reliving that same day, but hey, it's my day. It's my day. I get to do whatever I want. Yeah, today's been great. It's only like 10 o'clock, so I have plenty of time. And I ate breakfast, so I'm like fueled up for a good while. Okay, check in later. Okay, I showed up and it was had a weird vibe. So, like it looked like a place where somebody like me gets a little murdered or something, you know what I mean? And it was in the middle of nowhere, and the parking, you had to pay for it. What's up with that? In the middle of freaking nowhere. I'm not paying for parking in the middle of nowhere where I'm probably gonna get murdered. Nobody was there anyway. Whatever. I didn't trust it. I felt weird. I had a weird vibe, so I'm going to a different water access area and gonna chill there. See what it's like. If not, I'll head somewhere else. We'll see what happens. San Marcos by the river. That was awesome. They have this cool little like island off of one of the parks, so you can like go and kind of be in the middle and watch people paddleboard and tube around you, and then there's like people fishing and stuff. It was beautiful. The sun came out and it's a little hot now, so I'm driving back to San Antonio and I'm kind of deciding what to do. I think I'm just gonna figure it out when I get there. I just want to talk about, like, my dad died when I was 15. I can't remember if I mentioned that, and it's been 15 years since that, so I've lived 15 with him, 15 without, and, you know, I think a lot of people would be pretty depressed by that, and it's depressing, it's sad, you know, but in a weird way, like, I feel like my life is finally balanced out, like, I've been kind of waiting for this day. I mean, I wrote a post on my Instagram about this, and, you know, I put, like, how the Buddha teaches that pain is inevitable. You know, life is gonna have pain. You're gonna have to deal with that. But suffering is not. And I have been choosing not to suffer today. I have been choosing to do whatever I want today and not suffer and just be down in the dumps about it, you know, like I am sad about it, obviously, but I can choose what to do with that energy, with that sad energy. You know, I know I can figure out where to place it, and I've been putting it in the art, and it's been very nice. Like, I met some girl at the park just now, and she was like, can I come look at your art? And I said, yeah, for sure. And then she goes, you know, like, wow, that must be very therapeutic. And little did she know, today very much was very therapeutic. Yeah, art is definitely therapy. Even if you're not good at it, art can still be therapy. Anyway, okay. We're gonna fart around. We'll see what we get into. Bye. I came home. The sun is just like in the middle of the sky right now, and there are no clouds at all, so it's too hot. And sometimes the direct light on top of stuff makes it just like too bright to paint, and everything looks awful. So I'm gonna chill at home, figure out what to do the rest of the day. New okra babies. Sweet. This is definitely an okra, and it's not in the garden bed. I must have had a seed fall out. Here's another one. Uh-oh. My whole yard's gonna be full of okra.
I am the Lord. This is a direct. That's such a weird command. Don't get tattooed. I am the Lord. It's like God.
Well, God was. It all depends on how that's being translated. You know, it's definitely not tattoo.
Oh, someone actually responded. Yes, Christians. Run it back. Yeah, that's true. Because you explained to me that Muslims believe Christ is a prophet.
Yeah, we believe the prophet.
Right. Yeah. But do you believe there's seen another A? Period. I've never even seen another A. Please do. I'd like to know. Because as far as I know, I stand alone. Prove that to me.
Let's think of how to dig ourselves out of this scroll.
I can't believe they're actually running on that. Anthony, did you really not even super professional?
Yeah.
In what it was just.
Yeah, of course I do. You want that. Hi. I realized I didn't film an outro. I just kind of chilled the rest of the night and watched the rain and watched some TV. It was my day, so do whatever I want, and that means not filming. Yeah, so I just want to iterate, like, it's important to take breaks when you need it. You know, I don't I probably don't take as many breaks as I should, but I did take a break and it was worth it. And I'm having a very busy week, so that day made it very, very worth it to just take off and not talk to anybody and do whatever the hell I wanted. Wish I could do it more often. I'm very busy, but when I do get it, I really enjoy it, and I pretty much just soak up every inch and every minute of it. Yeah, so take some breaks and make some art. You know the drill. Like and subscribe or whatever. Shop my Dick Blake link, whatever you want to do. Hopefully you got something out of this. Thanks for watching.